Of late, I've been getting a lot of queries regarding NIOS and the options available in the education system in India. So I thought I'd do a series to answer the frequently asked questions for NIOS. Now, to start off, NIOS is the National Institute of Open Schooling, and this is open to homeschoolers, students for whatever reason who cannot attend regular school, and those who are seeking a more flexible learning environment. This is another option that is available as a board in India, besides the CBSE, the ICSE, the IGCSE, and the IB boards that are commonly available here. NIOS is another board that is available, and this is from the government of India. So it is recognized in India as well as abroad, and one of the exams that can be taken to go for further studies in India. Now, another advantage with NIOS is the flexibility in choosing the subjects as well as the pace of learning for individual needs, right? And it's also affordable and accessible anywhere in India as well as the world. And there are certain study centers or AIs available in other parts of the world as well. NIOS is the best option for those candidates who could not complete their schooling due to unavoidable reasons, such as inaccessibility to high schools, inadequate finances, learning challenges, or the differently abled, focusing on sports, performing arts, or any other passion of theirs, and homeschoolers who choose to move out of the conventional path of learning. Now, coming to the advantages of opting for NIOS. The first and the foremost is definitely flexibility. The learner can tailor their learning experiences based on their needs and requirements. 2, self-paced learning. So the learner is not bound by the pressures and expectations of a typical classroom. 3, choice of subjects. There's a wide range of subjects that one can choose from, which can be aligned to their interest or their career choice. 4, study material. Study materials are available online as well as delivered to the doorstep. 5, a learner can take the exams whenever they are ready to. Besides the 2 exam sessions in a year, they have on-demand exams where the learner can take it even in between these exam sessions whenever they are ready. The second advantage is affordability. The fees for NIOS is comparatively much lower than schools affiliated to other boards. Third advantage, recognition. So the NIOS certificates are recognized by various boards and universities in India as well as abroad. 2, transfer of credits. This is the only board in India that allows the transfer of credits from other recognized boards that allow the learner to continue their educational journey without losing previous efforts that they have already done. Fourth advantage, convenience. One can register and study and give the exams from any part of India and in certain countries in the Middle East as well as Africa. The main academic programs provided by NIOS are the OBE, secondary, senior secondary, and other vocational subjects. Now, OBE is Open Basic Education, offering elementary education at 3 levels. Level A, Level B, and Level C. Level A, a learner has to be minimum 7 years of age, and it is equivalent to grade 3. Level B, a learner has to be minimum 9 years of age, and it is equivalent to grade 5. Level C, a learner has to be minimum 12 years of age, and this is equivalent to the grade 8 exam. Now, these are optional programs under NIOS. Coming to the exam options for OBE level A and for level B, one has to choose one language from group 1, two subjects from group 2, and one pre-vocational subject from group 3. This is applicable to level A and for B. Coming to level C, one language from group 1, three subjects from group 2, and one pre-vocational subject from group 3. So covering all this as exams is sufficient to get the grade 3, 5 or 8 certification from NIOS. The subject options and the groups for OBE can be found in the link that I have shared below. Now, the next main exams available from NIOS are the secondary and the senior secondary exams. These are equivalent to the 10th and the 12th standard exams. Now, secondary, which is equivalent to the 10th exam, has an offering of 39 subjects including 19 languages. Senior secondary exam, which is equivalent to the 12th standard, has 44 subjects, which is including around 13 languages. Now, the criteria for writing a secondary or a senior secondary examination is a minimum of 5 subjects, including 1 or a maximum of 2 languages. You can take minimum 5 subjects and a maximum of 7 subjects. This is applicable to both secondary and senior secondary. This could include vocational subjects as well. Vocational subjects can be taken separately as a certificate course or can be taken as part of your subject options for the secondary and senior secondary. Again, link to all the details required for these 2 exams is also given in a link below. Are you looking for a flexible education to suit your unique needs? The National Institute of Open Schooling is here to help you achieve your dreams. Why NIOS? Flexible learning, diverse courses, affordable education, recognized qualification, inclusive education, and something very unique to India, transfer of credits from other boards, dual enrollment, and part admission. NIOS offers multiple exam options for the learners. One is the regular exams that are held twice in a year. The first one in April, May, and the second one around October, November. These are the regular sessions offered by NIOS. Besides this, NIOS also offers the on-demand exams. On-demand exams are when a learner can directly go to a center or now through the dashboard block a slot of a center and timing, go there, pick up their subject, take their subject and return. So they can take it at any time of the year. It is not offered during April, May and October, November. Besides this, once the result is out, the window for the on-demand opens up. This gives the learner the liberty to be able to take subjects whenever they are ready for it. Having said that, it is preferable to take the regular sessions, one of the regular sessions or 2 or space it out, the regular exam sessions in April, May or October, November rather than the on-demand. However, if it is really important, the on-demand exam option is also available. The link below gives all details about the on-demand exams, when they can be taken, how they can be taken, who all are eligible to take the on-demand exams. Now, coming to the admissions of NIOS, this is a question that I get asked ever so often. Okay, Sandhya, what is stream 1? What is block 2? How do I know which to choose? So I thought I'll do this session to clear all those doubts regarding the streams and the blocks. Now, NIOS has 4 streams, stream 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now, stream 1 is for all new learners who are registering either for the secondary or the senior secondary exams. They've not applied anywhere else, they've not registered anywhere else. They are applying whatever, after 8th grade or never been to school, homeschoolers applying for secondary or senior secondary. Okay. Now, under stream 1, there are two blocks, block 1 and block 2. If the first exam that the learner can write is in the April-May session, then it is stream 1, block 1. If the first opportunity that the learner can write the exam is in the October-November session, then they have to choose block 2, stream 1, block 2. So let us say they've taken admission any time between March and September. The first opportunity to write the exam would be in April of the following year. So most likely when taking that, it should be stream 1, block 1. Any admission taken post that would be stream 1, block 2. Now, stream 2. Stream 2 is for those learners who have already appeared for their secondary or senior secondary from any other board and have not been able to clear it and would want to take one of those regular 2 sessions, exam sessions of NIOS. They have to apply under stream 2. There is no block 1 and 2 here. They can immediately write the October-November exam and clear all their papers that very same year. Stream 3 is for those learners who have already appeared for their secondary exam from another board and would like to write the on-demand exams of the NIOS. And stream 4 is for learners who have written the senior secondary in any other board, have not been able to clear and would like to do the on-demand exams of NIOS. Now that we're clear about the admission process, let's get into the academics of NIOS. And one of the most important components in the academics is the TMA, or the tutor marked assignments. Now, what are tutor marked assignments? These are a set of questions for each subject that has to be answered by the learner, written down and uploaded to the dashboard so that the study center can correct it and assign marks for it. These marks are important in the total marks at the end of the exam, which comes in the mark sheet. One thing to note here is that this questions, the TMA questions, are changed every year. So for a year you have the same set of questions and you can download it from the dashboard or the website and answer those questions. Another thing to note is that the TMA, not all subjects carry the same marks for TMA. Subjects without practicals is clear cut and it is 20 with 80 marks for the theory paper in the exam, and you get a total mark for on the mark sheet. However, subjects with practical component have different marks for their TMA. Depending on the subject, the marks would differ. It could be 17, it could be 9. So you need to keep that in mind when you would be receiving the marks from the study center. Some study centers would be giving some support as to how to do the TMAs as well and give some guidance to the learners. That depends study center to study center. A new development in the NIOS started just a few months ago is the bifurcation. Now, what's bifurcation? I've had lots of queries on that, lots of confusion regarding bifurcation, which came out very new, and it was started with the April 2024 batch. Now, bifurcation is simply put just the division of the topics between the TMA and the main exam. Earlier, the TMA is comprised of questions from all the portions, and the exams also covered all the portions that was there in the syllabus. However, now NIOS has bifurcated the syllabus so that 40% of the topics are covered under the TMA and 60% of the topics are covered under the main exam. So that makes it easier for the learner and less pressure on the studies. This does not mean that you can just finish off the TMAs and the topic is completed there. However, the concepts needs to be cleared because the exam pattern has also changed from April 2024 to cover MCQs and short answers, long answers, and around 15% of those questions are application based, which means that it would be related to the topics or the concepts that are covered in the TMA. However, there is less pressure on the learner to cover all topics with equal weightage or importance. However, they need to know all the topics when it comes to the final exams, and focus can be more on the 60% of the topics that is there. The syllabus link of NIOS, which has all separate subjects given there with all the online study material, has the bifurcation topics as well. So you can have a look at the link below to understand each subject and what the bifurcation for each subject is.